Hello CAD users and welcome back to another Did You Know. In this Did You Know we are going to look at how we manipulate the view windows, the multiple view windows that we created in the previous Did You Know. Just to recap, we chose the little plus sign here, we chose to split vertically and we created multiple windows that zoom in and out independently of each other. And we could also split the screen horizontally. That would give us multiple windows. We also spoke about having more windows. The more windows you have, the slower your system may become depending on how much data you've got sitting there, and that you would use a reasonably good video card if you were working in this environment. What we didn't do is look at how we can manipulate the actual views themselves. So what we'll do here is hold the cursor over a line between the two views, click and drag, and you'll be able to resize the view to whichever size you want it to become. So if you're just using these two right-hand ones as a reference, then you can make them relatively small and still keep your main screen area or main view for doing your actual drawing work. That's one use case. Also, up the top here, we have the ability to use the window tools, ask the system to basically reset and retile those back to their original state, evenly distributed, or we can evenly distribute them horizontally across the screen, or we could do it vertically. This is a relatively rare use case because basically they're too skinny to operate in a sensible way, depending on your type of screen, but you may have your screen set up in a different way and that this would be quite useful to you. What you can also do is remove or look at an independent view. Well, let's just switch back to a standard view first, make it a little bit easier to see. Let's say I'm working on this text and I'd like to see this, full screen. Simply choose the double page icon in the upper corner of this view and it will show me this view as full screen, and I will then click that and it'll switch back. And let's say I'm working on this one, I want to see this one full screen. I just click on the double page and I'm full screen into this region of the drawing. Now it doesn't increase the zoom, so the zoom level is exactly the same. It's just that we're able to see more of the drawing because we're now filling the screen with that drawing. We can also close windows completely. Use the cross key, or the cross icon, I'm sorry, to close the window. So that one's gone. And if I close this one on the right here, then we're finally down to a single window. Okay, if I try to close this last window, I will get an error message, and that error message pops up to say, look, you've got to have at least one window open, otherwise you won't even know that there's a file open on your system. So just be aware there's always going to be a single window available to you. You can't close it, but you do have multiple windows available. And you can have as many as you like, just depends on the power of your machine. But the usual user will have 2 or 3 split windows on their system. I hope you enjoyed this Did You Know? And I certainly look forward to seeing you next time.